Hello and welcome back. It's harder than balls out here. We're going to be playing Three Kingdoms: The Last Warlord. We are going to be playing as Liu Zhang and continuing where we left off, where we are trying to be Mista Steal Your Officer to a couple officers from our bad neighbor Liu Bao, who has attacked us several times. This is one of the ways in which you can get gooder officers in this game, and that's by taking them from other forces, capturing them in battle, and then making them disloyal and then stealing them. You can't do this to officers that have a particularly high affinity for the guy you are trying to employ. So if they are family members, this doesn't really work. But what we are doing is strategy, Uberreden, I don't know what that is, and then we are trying to employ them. Right now, we are not going to do that at this exact moment because we are facing an attack on our port. Stop the ports. And once again, what we are going to do is we are going to pass the turn and then march the soldiers out. The reason we are doing this is so that it looks like we have more soldiers in our city at the end of the turn, at the turn's end, so that when the AI does their calculation whether or not they want to attack us, they don't want to attack us as much. And so we will pass the turn, wait one day, and then set out to stop this port attack. Alright. This seems fine. We definitely want Zhang Yan on bows. And Zhang Ren, we can have him on either one. Okay, so he is challenging us to a debate. If we win, we're going to lower his loyalty. Normally, we would kind of just say no and just try again next turn because the debates take a little while. But in this case, we really, really want Wang Can, so we're going to do it. Also, this is something I noticed in an earlier video, is that the Hannah cards, if you look, this seems pretty important down here on the right? And so let us move the cam over, at least for this episode / right now, so that we can see better. Okay, let's take a look at our starting hand. We have two opponents in our starting hand in Ma Kao and Lu Bu, as well as an 8, which will get Zhang Fei, who is the third opponent. So we are pretty well set up to do that. We're going to lead with the 11 with Zhou Yu because we can also pip SR pretty easy. So we're going to try and get guys with SR, and we're going to try and get opponent, and that's kind of going to be our strategy. Opponent's the bigger one, which isn't important because there is no, over here, there is no like bar, it's just whoever wins this. So we're going to just try and pick up the SRs off the board, and then use the SRs in our hand, which we only need 5 in order to win the round. And we just have to be a little bit careful. So for example, he has 2 wisdoms already. If he gets a 3rd wisdom, he wins. There's not much we can do if he has Gojia in his hand. We do not want to use our 8 because we want our 8 to be able to get opponent. Zhang Fei is the 3rd opponent, and he is an 8, so we want to be able to pick him up off the board. So that's why we will play like that. Like to see that cleared from the board. We are going to use the SRs. We want to try and get 5. And we have to be careful because now he has 4 rares, so it's pretty easy for him to pick off a win here. Just using rares. We really do not want to feed him a rare. So next turn we are going to have to put a guy down. Because the board was going to be empty. Oh, it's turbulence time. Big Sag. Okay. And he, of course, fails. But that is okay. He will get to try again next turn. Not the hugest deal. And now I think should we move the cam back? I think it's okay in this bottom left corner. Oh, it's not going to load while we have the OBS. No, don't freeze. We will see if we freeze. Okay, we do not. we have a big fat unit of Jin Zuan. I think that officer is just terrible if I recall correctly, so he's kind of just punting off troops. We do not want him to shoot us as soon as he gets out of the water. I think this is about right. And we are going to get to double shoot him. Oh, we will not. Let's move back a little bit. This min-maxing is probably not necessary, but I don't think he's going to get to shoot us. Has the AI gotten better at this little dance? Alright, we're just going to come in and fire arrow him. So much damage. Zhang Ren is a boy. What did he... Alright, we're gonna rush first. Ask questions later. Then fire arrows and volley. Just max damage. I'm gonna do the same thing, except we're actually gonna rush him. Oh, we can't quite rush him into the fire, which would have been nice. Oh, looks like we triggered a duel. We're just gonna auto it. Oh, his combat's higher than ours. Okay, so we need to pay attention then. We're just gonna do skill attack entirely. We have a higher archery score, so maybe we're in okay shape. Probably just a draw. Oh, we win. Cool, cool. Again, we're going to use fire arrows and then volley. This might be enough to take him out. And we get the confused. Very nice. No fire spread, please. Thank you. So we want Zhang Ren probably to get XP, so can finish him off. I don't know if the finishing blow gives you more deed score or just damage, but as you increase deeds, your officers can command more units and they become eligible for higher level appointments, which might be something we cover today after we steal some officers. And they get back in time to do stuff. We employed Wang Can. Terrific. Okay. So let's celebrate this by trying to write something with Wang Can. So if we take a look, when we're selecting him, he has this book's little circle, which means he can write a special book. If we click here, we can see what special book he can write. Commentary on Betrayal, Ode of Chambers, and Heroes Recording. We're going to try for Heroes Recording. I don't know what all of these do. I don't know what Heroes Recording does, but it sounds cool. And he wears out immediately. Blue is load. Okay. So he can write presentation. Normally he can also write the generalship, but we already wrote it. So we're going to try and write some more. And you can use multiple pieces of equipment, like paper, ink, brush, and all this. But if you're trying to maximize getting the books, it's better to do them one at a time. The downside is you can become exhausted, but you can just do it again when new. So like this, you can just do it again when new personages come to town. So it's really not a big deal. Wu Tugu is quite strong, from what I recall. And we can send Quan to get him. He has a high duel score, if I recall correctly. Yeah, that is, in case you didn't know, quite high. It does have an item already, which is pushing it up, but... And now we want to steal this girl. I mean officer. So we are going to continue to use this, I think, seemingly German word that was supposed to be an English word when you translate it, but it is what it is. That's a high-level wine, my friend. I guess we'll just use this. And we will attempt to... We will send away to search our ruler, who is overall just not very useful. He is searching this far north area, which our scouting will be terrible on the whole game, forever and ever, and so he can't get much done anyways. Okay. Oh, we almost forgot Master. We don't want this guy anymore. Now we want him. So he is the highest base academic in the game, and at some point what we are going to want to do is make him sworn brothers with Qin Mi and some other guy with high academic. Ideally speaking, kind of want it to be another one of your masters, one of your instructors. That way they all get plus 10 academic, but it might just have to settle. Because I do have high guys whose academic is their highest stat. Okay. Let's take a look at our notice board, which now you can see the notice board, now that I'm in the bottom left, but you can't see the buttons for the interface. So yeah, I'm not sure what's best here, but we want to do rat extermination because it helps get higher combat score. Really excited if we could Wu Tugu. We're going to do the fixing the bridge first. And what to do with Wang Ken. As I recall, he's not very good at anything except for, yeah, personnel stuff. What he's okay at farming, I guess. Kind of okay. We're going to send Dewey away. Dewey away. To a port, this port, so that he can be the governor there. And we are delighted to have Wang Can on our force. Very exciting. Zhuge is always successful, all the time. Even the turn where he wasn't successful, we managed to just bink employing him anyways. Yay is in our spy network. Yay. His loyalty is so low, but he's still not wanting to come to us too much. You can also use it on free officers to make them easier to employ, which you would do if you had, like, a free officer you really want to employ. I think we're not going to do this too many more times, though. Or we're going to buy some booze and use that. use the area too. This is just +4 academic, which is like pretty medium. And we'll get him down to 56 loyalty. I think once he's down there, we will just continuously try and employ him. Let's see. We want to do these like specialty ones in particular, where it's or this isn't one of the specialty ones, but we want to do the ones that have the circles in the priority thing, because they will lower our infamy. That is one of the better ways to lower infamy. And next turn, we will remember to give homage to the Emperor. And when we give him resources, increases our influence, which we will use to rank up. Again, eventually we want to take out Baju Fortress. Is this guy sending again? Looks like he's sending again. We might just want to put troops there so he stops sending. That is a thought. Zhang escaped. Oh no. We failed to employ Wu Tugu. Wow, insane how sticky this is. We're gonna use Zhang, yeah, these three to fight off our opponent. Is he decent at this stuff? No, he's not. I forgot he also has a good... Ooh, we really need to give him something. I think he already has this, but we'll give him it. Yeah, we want to make sure his loyalty is high. Really high, because we like him a lot. And I'm not sure, I think 90 is the threshold, but we're going to give him a little extra just in case, because we really want him around. And we can switch. He's not a big fan of swords, so we can kind of take his sword without decreasing his loyalty. And then we are going to give it to Zhuge Liang, which will increase his comm. Actually, it's Huang Quan. I'm going to give it to Huang Quan, because he's currently our intelligence guy, and the comm is more on intelligence. Actually, no. I'm going to give it to Zhuge. Oop. Can't click. Because comm is a part of military. It's down here. Okay. Can also give better horses to our boys. This gives them true chance, which is nice to have. Have to remember this is good on infantry guys. It also gives calm and charm, so we will probably want to give that to someone who could make use of calm or charm. Why don't we give it to someone who can make use of the charm, because I think the charm score is bigger, isn't it? Yeah. That raised his personnel quite a bit, and now he is quite charming. We will have to take that horse from him if we want to make him Sworn Brothers on Academic, but that's fine. And now he will have an easier time employing. I don't think we're drilling, yeah, because these guys are all marching out as soon as we end the turn. No attackies here, please. If we get another attack in another place, we will just give up the port. The port's not too big a deal. It just has a bunch of food and gold in it. I think we can check on... Oh no, we can't check on how much it is. And then... And to some extent, this is also just farming XP for some of our better officers. So we're kind of happy to do this. Probably didn't need all three. That was probably a bit gratuitous. Because we're just gonna like one round of this guy. Is it that? No, it's Bowman. I really wish he would bring infantry. Cause playing this game, I think we're just gonna march forward and eat the damage. And kind of be whatever. Because he's going to come on land and then shoot us, but next turn we're going to get to hit him with everything, so be a bit of a wash. Oh, it's crossbowmen. So we'll do a lot of damage. Not as much damage there. Let's see if Zhuge can come. No, he can't. Alright, we'll give him the XP. Finishing him. Could have given it to Zhang Ren then, but Zhang Ren's already got a lot. We got a prisoner. He's probably not going to join us. This is probably a brother, because they got the same surname, but we'll just imprison him. And then go back. Don't like it when this happens. So this is an assassination attempt by a swordsman. I've never had a character die to an assassination, but it just injures them. I don't like it because it doesn't... He's one of the people that can come to your city and you can pay 10,000 gold for them to do this, but it seems like he only injures. We have Trebs, gonna give us cattle plowing and 4k gold. This is kind of nice because we get to acquire new tech, and we get a nice reminder that we have Trebs because I wasn't sure what we had. So we got a minor wound. Which we will treat. Kind of don't have to because this guy's not that important, but whatever. Were we successful? Did he escape? Alright, we're going to try and decrease her loyalty now as well. She is relatives with Zhuge Liang, so if we get her loyalty to the point where she is willing to accept, like, in theory, she will just auto-accept an employee from Zhuge Liang, so... Of course, since she's a woman, she likes the woman stuff. Kinda don't like that about this game, but whatever. I think I have to get her under 90 loyalty for her to even consider anything. Ah, we haven't not seen a +6 academic yet. That is the first one, which is going to be important. Also picking up the materials, which are always at the bottom. The +6 academic is nice because we could give it to him. It's just always nice. In general, unless there's a really good item like the generalship, you want all of your masters, which are the trainee guys, to have plus academic. But in this case, we don't want that because this item's just too good. Double checking Quinry that he has, that he had charm on both his things. Now getting like 14 charm. A lot of charm from his items. We gotta check the horses. So this guy is extremely important for us to pick up. He also has a high dual score, but he has... Wait, is Wutugu just better than Manquo in this game? What the hell? Okay, this is amusing. The loyalty was so low that even though he escaped, he was like, I'm out, I'm done. Send Huan Quan. We are going to swap this guy out, because we know that he is our best employer, or person at employing. And I'm not sure... So I can send Zhuge out if I wanted to. I'm not sure who I'm supposed to get here. So in most games, Mengquo is just way better. This game... doesn't look to be. We still want to send mostly guys with the like 40% threshold because it jumps from like 18 or 20% to 30, 40%, like pretty easy. Like it doesn't go through the 25% range or whatever. But who do we want more? It's a 9% difference versus a 10% difference as well there. I think on principle we just want Mengquo more. Actually, if Wutugu has high academic, we definitely want him more. He does not. That academic is low. Okay, we will send... Yeah. And then... we're going to make sure we can't employ her yet. Yes, we cannot. She has to be under 90 loyalty. I think is the game rules currently. It depends on the difficulty setting you have. If you're playing on hard, I believe it's 95. And we are going to be like, yo, babe. Will this fancy your interests? And of course it will. We're going to put Zuchu on that, and then have our boy here do a night patrol. And I think past the turn... Really hoping to get Wutugu and Mengquo, who I think like are appearing down here in this bottom left corner. That's generally where they appear. This guy is going to ask, oh, I don't know what he's doing. Something nefarious. Trying to increase the loyalty of one of our officers, maybe? We found we found this talent Talent, what are you? Oh, his farming score, though. What's this? He's responsible for farming and shoe. Okay. We will give this guy who's responsible for farming and shoe. I think we have a farming text. Yeah. And I think we'll keep him in the main city to develop our farming. Wow, that's wild that we don't have like 100%. We're going to Rendon her again. This is a little bit tedious. I wish you could like set it to auto do it or something like this, but you can't. So just to quickly go over this, this guy can make really good items, and this is why we are buying the materials, because you look, we have to have a certain amount of material. And what we are doing is we are buying all the materials that you need for magical. Oh, I didn't know fine copper ore was in there. Oh, it's in there to make that, which is an item that's like no good, and... Okay. But you notice we do not have enough materials, even though we have enough gold, which is, it's quite a bit of gold, but... So we'll have to keep saving. Actually, I think Wingcan can reasonably recruit, and we keep wanting more troops, so... What we really want is to get both Menghuo and Wutugu and put them down here, and then... Because that's nice and themey, because they come from this area. They rebelled against, when Liu Bei, who's the green guy over here, took over this entire area in the bottom left corner. Don't ask how he got there. There was a rebellion led by Menghuo against him that came from the south, and it was subjugated by Zhuge Liang, because Zhuge Liang's the best. This guy here. We employed Wutugu. Another thing that is nice about Wutugu... What about Menghuo? We not get there yet? Okay. Another thing that's nice about Wutugu is he has an axe, which seems like a weird thing for it to be nice, but there aren't a lot of people who use axes in the game, and so often what can happen is you could just get like a really good axe, and then you just like never have a use for it, because no good officers like need it. So, it is nice when you just kind of pip it. We eventually want to give this guy an infantry book. We'll just do that now. We could give him academic, in hope that he'll improve, but he is not improving. Our boy is dumb. He is thick-headed. So... He is what he is. And this is what I was talking about, how it would just get, like, go from 0 to 100% because they have really high personal rapport. This guy was disloyal. We got him down to the 50s, and then he left, and then he got re-employed, and now he's loyal again. So, such is the way of the world. In Romance of the Three Kingdoms, if someone leaves your force, it will not let you like turn around and re-employ them. So we're going to try and write again. We're going to use Wingcan, and we're going to try and go for Heroes Recording, which I think was political, yeah. And we have to remember to buy from the trade caravan. Make sure we buy all the... Generally, the farming items appear more than the commerce items, so we're just going to pick that up now. And we know that now that fine copper ore is, in fact, used. Which I guess we didn't pay enough attention. Before... Oh, we meant to recruit more crossbowmen, but we recruited this. That's fine, I guess. Kill bears, we will give this to... Market order, we will give this to... Wing can. And then... we will recruit more crossbowmen. I think once Wu Tugu... we're gonna tell them to get like 8,000 more infantry. Or 6,000. Because Wu Tugu will be coming, and I think we will be able to push down here. With Wu Tugu. I really just also like saying the name, Wu Tugu. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing it correctly. I'm actually probably butchering a lot of the Chinese. Like, Cao Cao, who's the ruler of this force. I'm not sure if it's Cao Cao or Cao Cao. Ooh, someone just died, which is why all these are now white, I think. Oh, Sun Ce got eliminated. Okay, so it's gonna be... This is very... interesting point, because I'm shocked that he got eliminated, but now all of his officers are free officers. There's a lot of really good officers. In particular, Sun Quan. And so I think this is actually a good place to stop for the next video. Zhang Zhao is also incredibly good. I think he is the best governance master that you can have in this whole game. Let's take a quick look. So this is looking at all officers. If we sort by military, Liu Zhang generally goes to Sun Quan. Let's see, he is employed by... Who is this? Is this Wang Lang? Yeah, it is. Okay, so he's not in there. Let's see. I'm just trying to show off some of the officers that are on Sun Quan's force, or were. Now they're not. Duel, I know Sun Ce himself is really high. And Taishi Chi is also already on... He's on Liu Yao's force. Okay, yeah, that's right. He later joined Sun Ce. There's our boy Wu Tugu. The Dum Dum. He is also another officer of Sun Ce normally, but he's Cao Cao. What a traitor. For intelligence, let's take a look. Where's Zhou Yu? So there's a really strong officer, Zhou Yu. Not sure why he's not appearing here. Look at governance overall. Chen Deng is also really good governance. But I think... Why is it not showing Zhang Zhao? I'm not sure what exactly is... Huh, interesting. So I'm sorting by officers that don't have forces. Obviously Sun Ce is one of them, but we don't see Sun Quan in here, which we know he's in here. Liu Kang is a guy we'll also want to employ, because he is the father of Liu Jun, who's one of the good officers, so later down the line we might be able to employ. But this is terrific for us. Lu Su is... I think the best diplomacy officer. We will probably be sending out Zhuge for Liu Su. Which means... I think we will want to summon some military guys here so that we can defend. Well, let's get ready for next time. I think we're going to set things up so that we can go on this employing spree. So we have, in the capital, we have all these guys, and we need to keep at least 3 behind, I think. And I think we should keep Zhang Yan, Zhang Ren, and Huang Quan behind. We know Wu Tugu is coming back to the city. Here, we also have Zhuge. So we'll keep Zhang and Zhuge, and then know that Wu Chugu is coming back to the city, I think. He's right there, so he will be able to help. Oh, this is very exciting. Why don't I sort, and we could, yeah, so we could just see by, I should have done it like this. So we look at military overall. Liu Zhang, very strong. He's more of a diplomacy guy, but he's still quite, he's got a lot of high stats. We see a lot of really good archer officers in here. Sort by duel. Huang guy. Now, Sunsei is not here, which means he's in a city that we don't have scouting on. We know he's employable, but got some good officers over here for intelligence. We got Zhang Hong is also really good governance. We'll take a look here. Yeah, Zhang Zhao, Lu Su, Sun Quan. Really, Kuai Ling, what the hell? Oh, he's on Liu Bao, yeah. But, a bunch of really good officers. This is kind of how you get, when you're stuck in a corner, like you are with Liu Zhang, and you're far from where most of the good officers appear, although we did pick up Zhuge Liang, so it's hard to complain. Whenever a force dies, it's a huge opportunity. We might even want to move people from our other cities just to help with, like, repeatedly trying to employ. Why don't we do that now? So we are going to sort by personnel, and we're going to sort by charm, and see if we can pull anyone. He should be a prefect anyways. Let's actually double check. Point. Oh, he was employed. So we can call him. And then so he is heading over. He's not very good at that anyway. What's his military? Infantry and infantry slash cavalry. It's okay. We want to kind of keep it strong here. Not that they have strong personnel officers anyways, just Chengdu. Okay. So this is very exciting. For next session, we are going to be trying to employ a bunch of different officers of our boy Sun Ce, who was destroyed. Today, we managed to pick up Wen Kan, who is the best principal in the game, so that's nice. We are starting to flesh out our masters, which is kind of something I really enjoy in the game. It's probably, the game's PvE, and it's like not that hard, and so it's probably not that essential, but I like focusing on this. This is what's interesting and fun for me. I also think it's important / effective in the game, but okay. And we will see you back next time when we start trying to employ the boys from Sun Ce.